I'll call this meeting to order. It's April 10th, 2025, Thursday, and it is 1:30, and we're here to discuss Hayden and Ross's engagement letter. Oh, wait a minute.
12:30.
It's 12:30, I'm sorry. To discuss the airport hangar apron maintenance. Okay. We just put out for bid for the airport to be chip sealed, and that's going to be paid through by a grant from the FAA. However, they're not going to do, the grant doesn't cover about 27 feet in front of each hangar, and that's called the apron. So there's an additional amount. The additional amount would be about $12,000 that we would have to come up with outside of the county. I think one of the problems we're running into is this is an FAA grant that put in all of this beforehand, and we have a 20-year lifespan on this, so we're required to keep up the maintenance on that to be in compliance with the FAA. So I don't think that, I think we're going to probably need to use grant funding or other grant funding or SLF, RF funds or something to help pay for this in order to keep that up. The cost is $12,700, but that's pre-bid. So really, I would assume if the bid came in lower, it would go down, right? So that's what we're looking at, and that's and it's in need of we are in need of the chip seal repair through the whole runway, because we're kind of behind the ball on that, but it is in good shape, so it's not going to be too much to do it. But
is there is there anything in the lease agreements that require the hangar owners to participate in the maintenance of the apron in front of their hangar?
No, I didn't see
Not
anything.
that I'm aware of.
Not that I'm aware of either. No. Maybe that's something we should look at.
Plus, in the past, we have done, 2 years ago, we did a couple of aprons on the new hangars.
That's right.
Works did them.
That's right. We had to do them. But that may be something we should look into.
Because it's outside the land that they lease. They only
That's
lease
right.
the square footage of the building, so the rest is county.
Yes, you're correct.
I don't know if there's anything in the leases that there's a maintenance fee or an annual fee.
Maybe we should look at other airports to see how they
help support the maintenance of the
Yeah.
facility. Not pay for it, but maybe
Yeah.
help in their proportionate share.
Okay. Okay. Now, do we have funding in LATCF? And what do we have left on that?
It's about 2.9 million.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't see how we, I think we should keep up on the maintenance, especially to stay in good contact with the FAA. So I would entertain a motion, or I would entertain a motion to use LATCF funds to pay for the portion of the project that's not funded by the FAA grant.
Chairman, I would motion we set aside $13,000 from the LATCF funds pending a bid on this apron work.
Second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Need to have any other questions? Okay, we're adjourned.
Easy.